Good morning, everyone. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico Style. Welcome to Thursday.
We're almost to Friday.
Almost to Friday. And I don't know if you noticed on Facebook, everybody was writing this yesterday, and I'm so mad that I missed it because I would have loved to have announced it on the show yesterday. But did you see that yesterday, 7/11/2012, was the day Marty McFly traveled into the future from Back to the Future?
Wait, that was yesterday?
Yes.
See, I thought that was, I saw that.
Is it not true?
2015.
Is it? Well, it said everybody was putting pictures that said 2012, but some people are saying it was 2015.
I don't know. I've been hearing that rumor kind of buzzing for a week now or so. I don't know what the exact date is. Yeah, I've seen it on Facebook kind of here and there, but still,
so
pretty cool.
Were people doing an error? See, our floor director just told me it was an error because I saw pictures everywhere, and it said it had a picture of the, the time machine, the car, whatever it was called, I forgot, and they had pictures of it, and it said July 11th, 2012. Maybe somebody photoshopped it and it trended. How rude if they did that, because I was kind of excited.
Yeah.
They do it for birthdays.
Maybe they just do it once in a while. I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool, but okay, well, whatever the case is, here's something else that's funny is a lot of people went to 7-Eleven to get their Slurpees, including one of our producers, and they were out.
They were out
of Slurpees.
Of course. I mean, everybody. I'm sure everybody in there. I didn't get a Slurpee, unfortunately, but
me neither.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Everybody, I'm sure, was out. Millions and millions and millions of people getting those Slurpees.
That was pretty cool. Now today, you might need a break from all the heat. You might need a break from all the all the hustle and bustle of summertime. So you can escape your daily grind by going to do something really special. Elsa Ross and Shay Dor are having a very special event in the Apothecary Lounge at Hotel Parq Central today, and that's starting at 5:30 and going up until 8 p.m.
You've got to take advantage of this. A mini makeover, courtesy of Shay Dor, and you can get a sophisticated look from Elsa Ross and sip on martinis in the lounge for the Jet Me Away event. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it sounds really good. I mean, all three of them have been on our show. Obviously, Elsa Ross has done some fashion shows. Parq Central has talked about the hotel and the amazing Apothecary Lounge, which I love, because it's on the rooftop, so you get like the rooftop view of Albuquerque. It's a really, really cool place to go, and they have great martinis, I must say. And Shay Dor obviously does a great job with hair and makeup, so that should be really fun.
Sounds like a really good time.
Yeah,
check it out.
Definitely a good way to take a break, and I know somebody who would like to take advantage of that. Let's check in with KRQE News 13 anchor Elizabeth Alvarez, who has this morning's headlines.
Yeah,
pretty cool, huh?
That sounds like an awesome event. Hey, by the way, Nikki, Kristen, I don't know if you remember this, but a couple weeks back, I fell for that hoax on Facebook regarding.
Yes.
Yeah, remember that? The Back to the
Future. I remember talking about this a couple weeks ago.
It's a hoax. We looked it up. I had Matt look it up online, and the date is actually, the date in the movie is actually October 26th. 2015.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. Still got a while to go.
So they photoshopped that whole thing and made all of us look like idiots?
I know, I totally fell for it, and I was twittering, sending out tweets and stuff, and
wow.
So yeah.
I mean, I saw at least 15 to 20 posts about it last night.
But you know what? And think about it. If it really were that day, if it really were yesterday, we would have made a big deal about it. Like the media, and we would have revisited, scenes from the movie and stuff. So
that's what I figured. Okay, good.
October 26th, we'll have to talk about that.
So all the Facebook people, now you know. You've been had.
Exactly.
Thank you.
All right, so happy Thursday, ladies. Good morning to you at home. We begin this morning talking about Governor Susana Martinez. She has a big decision to make that will immediately affect tens of thousands of New Mexicans. Will she expand Medicaid health insurance coverage for lower income families, or will she join other Republican governors in refusing to do that? Here's News 13's Katie Kim. She reports.
Governor Martinez says expanding Medicaid coverage is her decision, not the legislature's.
It is going to be the administration at the end of the day who makes the final decision as to whether or not we're going to expand it and to what level.
The Supreme Court healthcare ruling said Washington cannot force states to expand Medicaid coverage to adults who make less than $15,000 a year, as the president wants. In New Mexico, that would make up to 170,000 more people eligible.
That is an enormous number of folks.
Martinez claims many of those people are actually healthy, and adding them would mean cutting benefits for others.
We don't want to reduce the level of care to someone who is handicapped, disabled, and can't work just to bring on a healthy adult and say we're now insuring this individual.
The feds would cover almost all of the expansion costs in the first few years. But after that, the state could be on the hook for another $500 million through the year 2020. Republican governors in Texas, Wisconsin, Florida, and several other states have flatly said they will not expand their Medicaid coverage. Martinez is not yet ready to go that far.
We're going to find a way to pick and choose what is best for the state of New Mexico based on its population and the needs of this population.
But many Democrats in the legislature claim a full expansion of Medicaid would bring a massive infusion of federal dollars and end up helping everyone.
And the more people that are insured on Medicaid, the less cost all the other taxpayers of the state of New Mexico will incur because their insurance will not have to pay for all the uninsured.
Katie Kim, KRQE News 13.
As for the national health care law, the U.S. House did vote to repeal it yesterday, but as we've been reporting, the Senate will most likely reject that. All right, in just a few hours, we should find out if the Bosque and Bernalillo County will be completely reopened. Firefighters met yesterday and plan to make an announcement this morning at Tingley Beach, and the answer really lies in the moisture levels. You see, recent rains have given much needed moisture to the metro area. Still some wonder whether it's enough to allow people to go back into the Bosque's restricted areas. 2 weeks ago, at the height of the heat and dry spell, parts of the Albuquerque Bosque were closed off. This next story, a bit alarming. A federal oversight board is saying the Los Alamos National Lab has significantly understated how much radiation could leak from its main plutonium lab if there is an earthquake, a big earthquake, or if a big fire strikes. The Defense Nuclear Facility Safety Board says the potential for a radiation release could be as much as 4 times the level originally reported. Now, there are some concerns about the lab's 1970s era facility, which is the nation's primary center for working with the dangerous plutonium that is used in nuclear weapons. Residents who live in unincorporated areas of Santa Fe County could soon be paying a higher sales tax. County commissioners want voters to approve a 1/4 cent sales tax hike. It would help to go toward firefighters and help them buy more equipment. Now, the county has been paying for the tax for about 24 years, but it expired in 2008. The commission could agree later this month to put it on the November ballot. Also in Santa Fe, the state game and fish department says it is investigating several reports of coyote attacks near the Santa Fe ski basin. The latest happened Tuesday morning. The Santa Fe New Mexican reports that a 7-year-old yellow lab named Burke was on a walk with its owner when it was bitten in the face and hind leg. The dog is expected to be okay. And, more than a week ago, a Santa Fe woman and her Anatolian shepherd were hiking in the area when apparently a coyote came out and chased them. They too were also okay. There is some good news finally to report on the job front in New Mexico, and Governor Susana Martinez is supposed to be making an announcement about it today. What we know right now is that Alliance Data Systems is taking over what used to be the Alliance Data Systems, thank you, is taking over the Victoria's Secrets call center in Rio Rancho. It will give about 350 people some jobs. Now, that includes all the people who used to work for Victoria's Secrets. And again, that announcement is expected to be today around noon. We'll keep you posted on that. That wraps it up for your Thursday morning headlines. Be sure to watch KRQE every weekday morning starting at 4:30 a.m. for the very latest and greatest on your local, national, and international news. Ladies, I'm going to send it back to you.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Now, I have to say, I pitched last night. I talked about So You Think You Could Dance was going to be the top 20. I don't know if either of you got a chance to see it, but this might be the most talented group of dancers I have ever watched as far as amateurs go. Did either of you get a chance to see? I highly recommend it, and I know a lot of people say, oh, it's just another reality show, but I'm telling you, the caliber of talent and the caliber of choreography and just everything from start to finish, it is an amazing show, and I'm telling you, whether you're a dancer or not, you will appreciate this show. You have to to watch it.
I have to DVR. I'm going to have to DVR for sure.
You really do. I thought I'd mention that.
By the way, I know you guys are going to talk about this next story, the DirecTV Viacom situation. Ooh, that has me annoyed. Kristen's going to tell you why, too.
Yeah.
Yes, let's get to that. Thanks, Elizabeth. Because if you are watching us on DirecTV, then you probably noticed you're missing some of your favorite channels right now.
DirecTV has actually dropped 17 of Viacom's channels, including MTV, Comedy Central, and Nickelodeon. You know, the kids are driving parents crazy on that one.
That's what Elizabeth's upset about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's all about the money. DirecTV says Viacom is demanding $1 billion more for the privilege of watching their channel.
The privilege, wow, okay. Well,
but you know, I love Nickelodeon as a kid, and I know with some of my friends and cousins and their kids, they all watch. Oop, there goes my bracelet. But they all are watching Nickelodeon. You know, I mean, that's tough on the parents.
It's crazy. Well, DirecTV basically says the suspension is temporary, but no word yet when the channels will be back on the air. So this might just be a temporary thing. It might not be a permanent.
Yeah.
But I mean, I agree with you. I mean, it's not really the privilege, really. I mean, that's part of television.
MTV too. You know, a lot of kids are missing that.
You're gonna miss the Jersey Shore, for goodness sake.
I don't know. If I were a parent, I might have to try to switch it up, switch out a DirecTV. I don't know if they can't.
Well, hey, look, I'm a Comcast girl. I can't help myself, and not only because they're on the show, but I've always been a Comcast girl. So we'll see what happens, and of course, we will certainly keep you posted. Fortunately, you can still watch New Mexico Style no matter what.
That's true.
That makes me happy. And as I was talking about, So You Think You Can Dance, of course, you know, reality TV, always a fun topic here on the show. And if you're a Bachelorette fan, we've got some spoilers, so turn the channel for a brief moment or turn off the volume if you don't want to hear it. But of the 25 original Bachelors, we've already told you that only 2 remain, Ari, and I think Ari's last name is pronounced like Luyenduk. Luyenduk, I think that's his last name. And Jeff's last name is Holm, Jeff Holm. Now, Sean Lowe, who we all liked, we love Sean, he was let go during the shocking elimination on Monday night.
Blogger reality Steve.com claims that Emily chose Jeff and the two are engaged. Whether the rumor is true, only one man will remain standing in the end, and we're told that all the season 8 contestants remain on good terms. I think I'm pulling for Jeff.
Oh,
you're not.
No, I've always liked Ari. My God, Ari looks like he is the world's best kisser. But that's not a reason, of course, to stay with somebody. Clearly why I am still single.
But I think, did she say that he's kind of physical? He's kind of handsy?
Yeah, but she likes that, she said. That's why she didn't go to the fantasy suite with him. She was too tempted.
I like the handsy.
I think the two of them just have a lot of chemistry, and I think the problem is she's looking at the chemistry with him, and she's not, you know, and that's what's made her so into him. Which, like I'm saying, obviously that's not the reason to stay in a relationship, clearly, and I can vouch for that.
You gotta have it all. You
gotta look for more than just the physical. But sometimes you get caught up in it, I can tell you that much. But aside from that, Jeff does seem like he's a good family guy. I just never saw him in the daddy role, so we'll keep you posted on that as well. And the Men Tell All episode will air Monday, but then the Bachelorette finale is not going to air on Monday night. It's actually also going to air Sunday, the July 22nd Sunday. That's a week from this Sunday. So we'll find out who Emily Maynard ends up choosing that night. And then after that, you'll see after the final rose.
Oh gosh, it's always good too to see
so much
all
drama.
the stuff that gets cut out, you know?
Exactly.
See what really happened.
See what really happened. Yeah, so that's that gossip.
Well, apparently, here's some more gossip. Apparently, Katie Holmes is friends in high places, of course, and that includes Nicole Kidman, which is interesting. As Katie secretly plotted to end her marriage to Tom Cruise, we're hearing she found support in her husband's second ex-wife.
This is crazy. US Weekly is reporting that they've spoken over the last few weeks, and Nicole has been very supportive because she's been through it too. The Los Angeles Times reported that Katie used a disposable cell phone to plot her divorce without the detection of Cruise and his team, because apparently he was, you know,
tapping your phone?
Yeah. So you can find out a lot more about Holmes and Kidman's secret friendship and all the details on the biggest divorce of the year in the new issue of, I never know if it's Us Weekly. I guess it's Us Weekly.
Us Weekly.
I always say US Weekly. Us Weekly, and that's on newsstands this Friday. So you'll want to catch that one. That's a goodie.
Wow. Going to the former ex-wife.
Right?
You know, things must be really weird.
But you gotta wonder,
don't
don't you think, like, when you get out of a relationship, isn't there a part of you that thinks, like, I would love to talk to his last ex and see if she had the same problems? Because, you know, sometimes you question, was it me? Did I do something? Could I have done something differently? But then when you talk to somebody else who broke up with that same person, you get a little bit of a different perspective, because then you hear, Oh, he did that to you too? Oh, he was like that then too? Okay, so it's him.
It is. It's him. It's not me.
Well, he likes the Catholic girls, and obviously it's not working out so well, so...
No.
We'll
Maybe he should go
next.
in a different direction next go round. We'll see.
And taking things into a different direction, Albuquerque Mayor RJ Berry has come up with another great idea. Listen to this. A smartphone app contest that will ultimately keep Albuquerque's in the know.
Oh, yeah.
Albuquerqueans.
Yes. It's the beginning of what the city hopes will be a virtual future. KRQE's Amanda Goodman has all the details.
It started as a request for ideas. What do people want to see from a City of Albuquerque smartphone app?
We've had several suggestions coming in for the challenge.
So far, more than 60, and they run the gamut from an app that lists local job opportunities to crime stats by neighborhood and more.
We also had people wanting to know, where the DWI checkpoints are. We had, there was moms wanting to know babysitter services, people that want to know where all the local breweries.
A committee will decide which ideas should be made into an app. Then local developers will get a shot at creating an application based on the ideas chosen. The best apps will get a piece of 30 grand. The city hopes to get a few apps out of this process.
We're just on the onset and certainly more to come.
In fact, the city's deputy chief administrative officer says the ultimate goal is to move toward a sort of virtual city hall where you can do everything from paying parking tickets to submitting building permits, all with a smartphone.
The idea of having a one-stop shop online city hall where you don't have to come downtown, you don't have to park your vehicle, and you can handle everything you want from the comfort of your iPhone at a bus stop.
The city says that reality is still a ways away, but it will continue to involve the public in the process.
The idea of government in the palm of your hand is not just a cliche. I think it's something that we're going to actually advance.
Amanda Goodman, KRQE News 13.
Great idea. And city leaders say they hope to launch the new apps next year. And there is still time for you to submit an idea for an app. The deadline is actually coming up on Friday.
So if you have any bright ideas, make sure you send them on. You can get all the information you need to do that at CASA.com.
I think it's so wonderful when politicians really listen to the public. When you have a contest.
Not often.
Yeah. Well, that's why Mayor Berry's so great. It's like he's allowing everybody to participate in a contest that gives them a voice. So I love that. So we'll see what happens.
He does a lot of good stuff.
He really does. He's a good friend of the show, and we hope we'll have him back again soon. Maybe we can have him back to announce the winner of the contest.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
That would be fun.
And then we can get the apps on all of our phones. That would be good. Now, it's definitely this morning, if you haven't left your house yet, you probably haven't, and you're walking outside, to me, it felt a little bit muggy. It was warm, and I felt a little bit of that, I don't know, East Coast air kind of feeling. It didn't feel that dry.
It's been like that for the past few days. I mean, we have just some leftover moisture. The reason why it felt like that too is you probably are feeling the mud puddles evaporating from the rain last night. So, and from the grass, so all that kind of coming up into the air. So probably
that's what it smelled like. Humid. That's why. Because it had that smell in the air.
Because there's not a lot of more moisture in the air today. It's just from the stuff from the rain yesterday evaporating. And it was nice to see those showers. Did you see the rain?
Yeah.
Oh, it was so nice. We may get another shower tonight, but rain chances are going down as we continue to lose moisture across the state. 54 degrees right now. Beautiful start up at Sandia Peak, and you can see skies mainly sunny today. 71 degrees right now.